I've had a few bad ones in my time, but who's the worst player you've ever drafted? So you picked him, and or maybe Burrow in second when he gets injured.
No, I mean that was bad. Worst player I've drafted. I don't know if I drafted him or what, but I remember I had Johnny Football in my team.
God, yeah.
And this was like, I think, my second year playing fantasy, and I thought I was being really fucking clever. And I had Romo in the season that he was balling out, and Manziel came in and started like halfway through the season. I thought, yeah, okay, I think Romo's kind of done. He's going to edge us out. And I put Manziel in, and he was just like getting like 1 point a game. I thought, no, he'll be fine. Second game, he'll turn it on. So I put him in, started him again the next week. Same fucking thing. And I think I lost him. I've lost like in the playoffs by like 1.5 points, and he got me like 1 point.
He was a bit of a disaster.
Oh, man. Johnny Football. Definitely Johnny Football.
I was talking Johnny Football, I think the word is.
So, Johnny, do everything but play football.
Yeah, so it's been a few of them over years, but he was pretty bad. But the hype with him, though, that was a thing. And all the palaver.
I totally bought into it, and it was stupid. My bad.
These things happen. Like you say, at least you're in the bottom division. If you do it this year, you're not going to get relegated.
No, I don't think I'll do it again. I know, I'm sure there's been others that I've done. I think it wasn't a bad player that I drafted, but a really poor decision I made was in a dynasty league. I drafted Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I had him on my bench, and he didn't do anything for like 5 or 6 weeks. I think he barely even played, and I had an injury, and it's like, okay, I need to cut somebody, bring in a starter, and so I cut him, and that was the week that he had his big breakout and went for like 17, 18 points, and has been doing so ever since in that league against me every year since that first season. Yeah. So that was a pretty bad. I don't think that was a bad pick. I just think it was me being a shit owner.
You're just not being patient enough. But then sometimes you've got to do that and drop players like one of my worst ones was in the keeper league. I had Levy there when he went absolutely mental the 1 year. And I had him as a keeper the next year. He didn't even play.
Was that when he did his contract holdout?
And of course, there was only 6 bench spots on the team because it was just a keeper. And it's NFL. So I couldn't put him in IR. I had to keep him on my bench if he came back, and he didn't. So it wasn't a good year. And another one was in the second year of Dynasty. I won the league the first year, and Clyde Edwards, I traded up for the 101. It cost me quite a bit. And I went Clyde Edwards because he was with the Chiefs. I thought, it's got to be good.
Yeah, well, everybody
my team's still recovering from that one.
Yeah, I think everybody thought it was going to be good, and then it was rubbish.
Garbage.
We're interested to see how Walker does there this season, but I don't know, wait and see.
I know, like I do like Walker, but it's he was good like in the playoffs when he had nobody to go with him, and it's probably going to be the same because I don't think there's going to be much taken carried off him.
I mean, they're in a good position to do so.
But then I've just paid Walker.
Yeah,
but it could be a Chiefs thing to do. You don't know, like there's like have him behind, but it'd be a hell of a 1-2.
I think they're going to go wide receiver. I think they
need someone
more stable alongside Rice. I don't think there's a good enough tight end to replace Kelsey at that point.
I don't know what they're like next year. Like I say, Kelsey did okay in fantasy last year. He didn't do much. He wasn't the fastest. Ken, for points wise in the OrkneyBowl, he did actually not too bad.
I mean, I think he might not be a bad mid-round pick this year. I mean, he's still a good red zone target. And as long as he stays fit, I think he'll get the ball. It'd be a bit like Witten in the old days, right?
Yeah, as long as they get to the red zone.
I think they probably will.
I still remember that game he had like 5 yards and 3 touchdowns. Was it against the Raiders or something like that?
I think I'd get 5 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Raiders.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, it was just they weren't really hard catches either because it was the Raiders.